gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches. And his opponent here, none other than Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
Yeah, if you've got a bro that's in front of you that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Keep struggling until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6'9", here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That left hook missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectations from the thousands of people here, of those millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That uppercut doesn't land. Jab not finding its target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
That jab misses. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? No rest for the weary. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Only catching air with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
Here we go to the 4th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Which one of these fighters has to get on the inside?
Punch, reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Failing to score with that right hook. It's both of these fighters. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
There's a lot of weight there to give away. And if you're giving away that weight, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about skills. It's more about power.
Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab doesn't score. Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Let's start the 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Easy scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The perfect counter lands. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Got out of the way of that right hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here comes round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
That uppercut doesn't land. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That hook was off target. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is that he punched himself out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up.
Down goes Fury! As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Misses with the straight left. punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. Pulling the hook, but it doesn't score. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion, is down. He made his liver quiver. Look at this again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
And we enter the ninth. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a golfer. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That left hook misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home with that jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. They blocked the left there. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Let's start 11. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That left hook misses. Just misses with that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That hook won't score. Good counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They stop the hook there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you...
Oh my God, Johnny! Usyk!
Get your legs back.
Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab slightly off target. Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. And every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.